Okay, I'm just about to go on another of my favourite roads here. Confession, the camera didn't work the first time, so I'm going to ride it again. So that's the Sulby Glen Hotel there, popular with bikers. And this is the road directly opposite. Oh great, cars decide to go up there. Now this is another mountain road. The race course goes around the other side of the mountain. This one goes up a valley, I think. My geography is appalling, so I'm probably wrong about this, but this road is something special. So let's ride it and see. Yeah, again, the island produces something different. You can see the mountain, two mountains there. I think only one of them is officially a mountain, but the other one's nearly as big. And you know, it's Manx villages, beautiful as always. This is not a road for doing 100 miles an hour on like the other mountain road. This is more of your adventure bike road. So in many ways 790 Adventure, I know I go on about it but I do love it, is ideal for this place because you can blast away on the race course. You can also do some off-roading. I must say that here the roads, the off-road roads, are very, very steep and very much boulders. So I think if I was going to do those tracks, I'd have to know a little bit more about them. The one I tried last night, I decided to turn back because it was basically because it's very steep. It was okay until you had to stop and get off. It was very difficult to get going again. But I'm sure there are suitable tracks for an adventure bike, if you know which ones to go on. I don't actually know them yet. I'd like to find them. But meantime, we've got this beautiful, lush, green, single track road up the side of a mountain. There's a river running down the side of it. Cattle grid, stand-up adventure style, just because we can. You also have to watch out for sheep on this road. I did see some earlier when the camera wasn't on, standing in the middle of the road. They've probably been shooed off by now. I did see a few cars come along here earlier, so I'm guessing they would have moved along. But look at this beautiful river valley. Again, it's sort of, I don't know, a mix of southern Scotland, Peak District, and just there's a statue of a wizard there, carved into a tree trunk. No, it's just a place of its own. It's just amazing. Now you didn't hear me earlier because the camera wasn't on, but down here there's a place for sale, and I did think if I had a Patreon page and I could get you all to give me $10,000, maybe I could buy it and live there forever, contented, me and Ludwig. I don't have a Patreon page, so that's not going to happen, but you know, one can dream, can't one? Now somewhere here I did see some standing stones. Oh, there's a cockerel. In this field here there are what appear to be some standing stones. Don't know what that's about. Like a stone circle. Anyhow, another cattle grid. You know, and you kind of feel you've seen everything now. You've seen the stone circles, stone walls, overhanging trees, river valley. But there's more to come, trust me. This is a great road. You can't do 100 miles an hour on here. Although I think the locals might. But that's for sale. What a place to live. That levels out and we're high above the river. You could ride straight off the edge there if you wanted to. Well, I don't mean if you wanted to, if you made a mistake. Ah, here's my friends the sheep. Stay there, sheepy. Over the bridge. And then you got this. Look at this for a hairpin. It's absolutely brutal. That's one, and you do that one, and you've another one. Oh, what a road! What a road! Adventure bike, anyone? And then once you go up here, there's Sulby Reservoir, which I have already, I hope, videoed, so I'm going to keep going. The reservoir was down there, but we'll keep going over this road. Well, I've just ridden up the most amazing road up to Snowfell, which is I think over there, and found Sulby Reservoir, which is one of the places I was trying to find. I was joking on the way up that if the camera wasn't working, that'd be great because I could ride it again. Guess what? The camera wasn't on. What a beautiful place, and you can walk all the way across the dam. I think it's hydroelectric power as well. I'm guessing the water goes down that hole there. Well, hole. It's probably like a tower, drops into the ground. Sulby Reservoir, built in 1982 and generates 1% of the island's needs in electricity. Now, I do not know this part, so it's all new to me too. Let's see what we find. Cattle grid. Oh, there's a road bike. Oh yeah. One thing I've noticed, I've probably mentioned it before, is the locals don't half-ride, drive their cars fast. And if you're just sightseeing like me, I think it's only courtesy to pull over and let them go past, because they've got work to do and I'm just hooning about. There's the top. I think the railway goes up to that. I was saying earlier when the camera wasn't on, I've only got 3 riding tips that I can think of for anyone who's interested. Well, 4 actually. The first one, don't listen to me. I taught myself in fields on knackered old bikes as a kid. More sheep. Hello sheepies. More sheep in the road. But if you get returning to bikes as an older rider, get some tuition. Things have changed a lot. So don't listen to me. My second tip is don't let other drivers or riders affect your riding. You do it your way. Oh, here we are, look, we're coming back out on the mountain road. Do it your way. And thirdly, if like me you get tired hands, just grip the tank with your knees. Grip the tank with your knees and it will relax your hands. You don't have to let go like I just did there. Yeah, there's something about just gripping the tank with your knees that immediately makes your hands relax. It does me. Maybe it's some acupuncture point. You can steer the bike with your knees anyway, you don't need your hands. So if I find my hands are tensing up, I just grip the tank with my knees, grip, and then my hands are loose, look, not on the hands off. Right, well, I'm trying to find a reservoir, a different reservoir. So this is a lovely piece of road. This very bumpy. I'll pull over in a bit and see if I can find the reservoir on the satellite map. I'll find a lay-by somewhere. Might be able to see it. You know, climbing up. What another cracking piece of road I've just discovered. Mother, I'm on top of the world. Oh, it is bouncy though. Nice to have 200mm of suspension front and back. You won't be able to see it on the camera, but it's like corrugated road. Wow again, and wow once more. I'm riding on the Isle of Man. Look at it. Beautiful. On the camera, but I can see it. So I'm heading to another reservoir which is south of that one. The name of which escapes me at the moment. Just now though, this is a beautiful place. The sheep are all over there. I can see the other side of the island, the south there. It's like the sun is coming up over that way. North and Snowfell under cloud at the moment. Soon be sunny though. It's going to be a lovely day. You can tell. One of the locals, they're all driving like that round here. It's probably Manx granny going to get a pension. I've never been to a place where the locals drive so fast, and I suppose it's just what you grow up with. I'm quite happy to get out of the way. She's miles ahead, look. Perhaps the post office closed early today. This is another wondrous route though. Really, spoilt for choice. I feel like I've only scratched the surface, but still it produces gems. More sheeps. Hope you got out that lady's way. Yeah, so apart from the very, very rocky they're not green lanes, I forget what they call them. Back lanes, I'll look it up when I can remember, so I'll add that here. Ludwig's a perfect bike for this island. It's fast enough to take on the mountain road up to well over kind of speeds Baldwin. Maybe I should have gone down there actually. Baldwin Road. Oh well. Anyway, getting back to what I was saying, it's plenty fast enough, ready to race and everything in rally mode, slip 9 or street mode over the mountain. You can go well over 100 miles an hour, no problem, handles it well. Not super bike speeds obviously, but it's also really well at home on all these country roads, back lanes, green lanes. The limitation I would suggest is those very, very rocky boulders, really, tracks which crisscross the island. I mean, there must be some grassy ones. If they were grassy, I'd have no hesitation, but on the boulders with near vertical climbs in places, Ludwig, I would say, well, I did anyway, I found our limitations. Let's have a look up here. Now, the reservoir was Baldwin. It was Lower Baldwin. This says Baldwin down here, so let's see where this goes. More sheeps. Morning to you. More sheeps. Well, good morning to you. Oh, this is brilliant. Good morning to you all. Morning everybody. Go back to sleep, you're okay. Nothing to see. Well, there is. Beautiful sheep. This really is the top of the world. Look at this. This really is the sort of territory that Ludwig's most at home in, I think. The old down blipper. This is steep. Don't suppose it shows up on the camera, but yeah, it's a very steep road. And I can see a vehicle approaching, so keep that in mind. Probably haven't seen me. Slow right down. It could be a Manx granny on her way to the post office. Yeah, you really feel the weight on your arms there. There's such a steep down gradient. Beautiful. The old down blip. Once again, I definitely found having the quick shifter plus has been a real boon on the Isle of Man. There's none of that slight acceleration you get when you use the clutch when you're on a very steep downslope. It just catches you. Very good. Now, the reservoir's not down here, I don't mind, because I've found a beautiful place. Water there, test your brakes. So where is this? Welcome to Braden. Okay, welcome to you. Lots of potholes. Your main concern is another vehicle come flying around the corner. Trail baking. Rear brake does the job here. They were obviously losing all that height that we had in a very tight spot, like a spiral staircase. It was beautiful though. Right, here we are now. This is definitely Scottish landscape. Well, it's Isle of Man landscape, but a thickie like me seems to have some sort of need of reference to compare places to. There's a big reservoir there. Now, I'm going to have a little look. Let's go and have a look while we're here. Try not to breathe. I'll have to. I know it doesn't sound very good. Yeah, so this is another large reservoir, very beautiful. I think this is a water sports sort of area. Very peaceful this time of the morning. Some large birds over there taking off. Geese or cormorants, hard to say. Maybe a heron. Oh no, it's black and white, don't know what it is. Looks like a Manx shearwater. Do they have those here? I mean, they're called Manx. Is that a seabird? I don't know. I think that's a Manx shearwater. Well, that's what I'm going to call it anyway, because I'm on the Isle of Man. And up there, the TARDIS, disguised as a bog. Right, well that was an amazing road. If you come to the Isle of Man and you don't ride that road, well, more fool you, I say. Anyway, it's now time to head off to our next port of call, which I'm hoping will be the seaside.